Hey everybody, this is Sarah from Creating Beauty with Paper over on Instagram. And thank you so much for checking out this video. This is my journal for the swap I am doing with Emily. That is Emily of Emily's Paper Arts on Instagram. And she had approached me about a month or so ago, I guess, and asked if I'd be interested in doing a swap. And I thought, oh yes, that would be so much fun. So we kind of didn't necessarily rush, but when I learned that her birthday was in the 1st of May, I thought, oh, well, that's my goal. I want to get it done. And what a fun birthday thing to do is have a journal swap. So I think we're both about done. And I will link her Instagram. And I think she also has a YouTube channel below so that you can go check out the journal she made for me. And I'm very excited to receive it. Now, obviously, I will not be posting this video until she's gotten the journal, but I did want to share it with you, and plus it gave me another reason to make another video because I need to do it more. But honestly, this is kind of the second journal I've made since my first one that, you know, was kind of a real true journal. I think I made a small tiny gift one in between, but it's just been busy, so never seems to be enough time to do the fun stuff, right? But anyway, Emily's request or wishes for her journal from me was really just Vintage Glamour. She said she loves a lot of the images that I use in my work, which mainly just contain beautiful women in their vintage outfits and whatever. And so I fell in love with this image, and the color scheme kind of blended with what I'd already had going, because for me, I tend to do the cover very last, and I didn't have this image when I was doing most of the work. But then I saw it and I thought, okay, I think this could be the one. So I really had a fun time making this all put together, and I'll of course take you through it. But here's the side, which is kind of loosely bound right now because I've undone it like 100 times today trying to film this video. So and being that this is my second video, I think I can say that I am still confused on how I want to do my flip throughs because you know, as the person who made it, it's not like I want to sit here and say, look at this masterpiece. You know, I mean, it's hilarious to sit here and discuss something you've already done in hopes of what? Praise, adoration, I don't know. But I love seeing other people's work, so that's why I'm putting mine out there. But it's kind of an awkward thing to do. So, but I do appreciate, obviously, like I've said, seeing other people do flip throughs. So I'll try to find my happy medium in here. But obviously, I'm not going to talk through every single detail and process because I tend to do a lot in my journals, so that would take me a really long time. But I love how this journal turned out. It is so, so pretty. And this color scheme is incredible. I just love this. It's almost a raspberry pink, I would say, in here. And then this fun stage of green. I found this this digital on Etsy, and I'm obsessed. So one challenge I would say for this journal was Emily says that she does write in her journals, and I have a hard time sometimes leaving blank spaces. So I'm like, Sarah, you have to do this. You have to leave her places to write. So I don't know if I did a very good job at that, but we'll see. And hopefully I think I captured the glamour at least, but she may have to write really short thoughts down in here. Here's some room. I mean, this is good, right? One thing I like to do is when I sew in my signatures, I leave the strings long. Let me untangle this. And so that you can put charms or beads on the end of that. And I really like that process. I think it's fun and adds an extra touch there. You can see that better. So that's an extra step I like to do. You'll see a lot of my fraying just continues to fray, and I love that, but it makes the book kind of interactive because sometimes you literally have to unfray it from the next page. I love this piece. This was a label I printed off an Etsy shop, I think. I'm not sure which one. But I put some Distress crackle glaze on there. I love how that looks. And then here's just some ephemera and some good lines for writing. I always enjoy the process of coming up with images that interact but aren't necessarily, you know, the same, even the same era or whatever. It's just fun to see all the colors come together. I love that. I think this might be my favorite spread of all, this journaling card. I just love I don't know what that original technique would have been of art, if that's watercolor or pastels, but it's just so beautiful. And this is a, you can lift this up and this just unfolds and she can journal in there. Here's a journaling tag I made with some old lace and rub on back there. And this is, at one point, you know, I'm stopping like, Sarah, are you giving her places to write? So I made her a tuck spot. I don't know. I may be failing at the writing part, but here's a pretty diamond charm on this one. Now, when I do journaling cards, I do tend to leave them blank so that you can doodle on the back of those. Some dangles over here. Some more pieces of pretty ephemera. And of course, I have no problem with her taking those out and using them in other journals. That's the fun part of these kind of things. I love this little flower girl, technically. This is fun. This is a official, it's not a printout of a hairnet envelope, and I love that. And I put a journaling paper underneath there, but I thought that was fun. And then we've got this little lovely gal, and we've got a little spot under there for journaling. Isn't she pretty? And all that green, love that. I've just got a piece of acetate here because this flower tends to be poking into this paper, so I wanted to cover that. This is a CD envelope, and then I made a little journaling place in there. Sometimes I prefer to journal this way, where it's in there but it's hidden, so it's not taking away from the beauty of the work. I love how this page turned out. This is a piece of like coffee dyed paper. And this one, I shouldn't say coffee dyed paper. I am too lazy to do the coffee dyed paper process. It's too long. So what I do is I soak my papers in water, and then I spray them with Distress Oxide inks while they're wet. And sometimes I stack them and let them dry, but other times I tend to use a heat gun or a blow dryer on them. And I find that that process is a lot faster for me. And this one, I don't know if it's showing up. I think it is, but this is using Tim Holtz mica sprays. And so you get that glimmer and shimmer in there, which is so pretty. So I love that. I like this page as well. I mean, I love all these pages, to be frank. But this is another piece of just colored paper that she can write on. Found these butterflies on Amazon, and they are actually two-fold, so they kind of puff up and they've got little diamonds. I love those. This was exciting to me. In my last video I mentioned I got a new printer, and I found that I could print, you know, on transparency and vellum, and I'm just having so much fun. Every time the sheet pops out of my printer, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love it. Yeah, it doesn't take much to excite me up here in this craft room. And this was actually another piece of vellum, but I backed it, and then it's kind of a pocket there for her to put things if she'd like. Just some good ephemera there. Love this. I love this raspberry color. And then this unfolds, and there's just some papers here for writing on. I'll tie that up later. Got this pretty girl. And I'm seeing some blank pages in here. I mean, I think I could get maybe a pat on the back for attempt anyway. I love these old hats. And then let's see, there's another sprayed paper. And then this page was fun. This is a pocket on the side, and then I've got just a little kind of mini notebook in here to write on. That is also, I think, textured paper. And then here we go. Yeah, we're done. So back here I did a tuck spot, and then this is a flip up, which I intend to write her a little note in here and sign it. I think it's important when you create something to add your signature to it. I think that's just what you should do, and you should be proud of your work. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks so much for checking this video out. I'm super excited for Emily to get this, and I look forward to receiving hers. It's such a delight to be in this community, I have to say. Y'all are so supportive and so kind, and I look forward to many, many more interactions with all of you. So thanks again, and take care. Bye-bye.